What is up, two of you? SneakCruiser here, having a great time on this first Raise gameplay, and I have been having issues with my recording, and I keep messing up. Hopefully, this gameplay or this whatever commentary will work out well. My brother's next to me if he says stupid stuff, but yeah, if you don't know who I am, I'm SneakCruiser, and part of the Neon Clan owns. We haven't been letting out a lot of videos out lately, but we're going to start shipping them out. And one of the things I really want to do is get a dual commentary with my brother, just because it's so fun doing with him. Plus, he has a capture card. We use the word capture card because it sounds fancier than his crappy dazzle. And and basically, what we're. If we can get a dual commentary, that'd be awesome. I think I left my mic that's good for dual commentaries at another friend's house though. So I think I'm gonna have to use like the Rock Band mic, and that just sucks. But it'll have to do. So as I'm sure you've seen in the title, basically what I'm gonna talk about this commentary is this era, the fall of Nintendo. Now obviously this is a really like I don't know the word like really early on say like it's a really early call like they could easily bounce back, but who knows, maybe this would be a really good call that I made. But I'm sure you've all seen the little stuff that Nintendo's been doing, like the 3DS price fellings and the Wii U. But let's just talk a little bit about it and really start to break it down. So the first thing I really want to talk about was kind of like the 3DS felling, but and maybe why it was felling. Now I'm sure that there's some like super logical reason, but I'm gonna, from my little 16-year-old brain, I'm gonna tell you why I think it's felling. The first one would easily be because it's too much money, and if you're looking at Nintendo's target audience, basically, I know when I was really into Nintendo, I was around, I don't know, like 9 through 12. And maybe, no, probably more like 6 through 12. And that's when I really started getting into gaming. And Nintendo was kind of like really basic games that made you want to taste for more gaming, which led me to the Xbox and such. So since Nintendo is more of a gateway, it's kind of like Nintendo's a gateway drug. Let's say Nintendo is my marijuana for gaming. And slowly, the more I use Nintendo, the further I will go until eventually I use such as cocaine. And that'll just lead me to the Xbox cocaine. Now, I don't do any drugs. This is simply a metaphor. But if you think of it in those terms, Nintendo really does make sense. So basically, Nintendo was like my gateway drug to gaming. And basically, I feel like the 3DS is more like an actual stimulant. It's like my cocaine. And basically, kids don't want cocaine. They want marijuana. Alright, guys, I'm sorry. I'm just getting a crack out of myself. Kids don't want cocaine. they want marijuana, alright? So, I just feel like, shut up. I just feel like Nintendo, the 3DS is too powerful for kids at the age they are. Now, obviously, I'm sure there's been adults who've been liking it, even with the limited gamings and the few amount of games that come out for it. But I just feel like it's too much powerful of a system for the target audience. And that was kind of like my same point in my second point. It was basically that Nintendo's target audience is kids. So how are you going to all of a sudden change that after all these years of development? And obviously the price is too much, like I said earlier. Now, the other thing that I realized, well, actually, let me stay on 3DS a little bit longer. And obviously, another reason that we all know is that the 3DS went down in price, not only because of bad sales, but also because we all know the PlayStation Vita is around the corner. Now, I haven't done a lot of research on the Vita, but I think we all know basically that it's the the PlayStation, Sony's handheld system that's coming out. It's gonna have like the little what's it called, like dual analog sticks. And crap, shut up. It's gonna have dual analog sticks. It's gonna have like, I don't know, they really talking about the touchscreen that you can use. Like you can use the touchscreen interface. And I've been hearing there's a lot of cool little games that are gonna come out for it that actually make the touch interface fun. But it's gonna see if people actually buy them. So the Vita, from all the hype that's been getting, looks like it's actually gonna be a substantial system. And people who buy PS3s, PSPs and the Vita, aren't looking for a gateway drug. They're looking for the straight up freaking what's past coke? I don't know. They're looking for LSD. Yeah, they're looking for LSD. They want their brains blown out. Once again, I'm not a drug user, so these are strictly metaphors.
Nope. No disregard to all the people who do drugs out there.
Notice. Okay.
Sorry about your
Oh my gosh, we're gonna get arrested. We're gonna get arrested. So then, so that's really the reason that they lowered the price. Obviously, we all know that. But I'm wondering, is the Vita really going to take control of the market, leaving the 3DS falling behind? Right now, it looks like it, but we'll have to see in the nearby future. Now, that was really generic, but I think you're getting the point of what I said there. Another main point that why Nintendo may be falling off the edge is because the Wii U that they've been talking about. Now, it looks like, don't get me wrong, it looks like a really cool system. They may be letting out this little tablet. Number one, a little bit too early. Number two, even though I know it's not, whenever I see the Wii U, I just think of like a little like more gaming version of the iPad. And that's just me, but that's what I think. And if I want an iPad, I'll go out and buy one. And probably won't be, I don't know if it'll be as expensive, but if I can go out and buy an iPad, and I'll be a lot more trustworthy with that than I would be with a Wii U. So that's like really the thing I was talking about, and it looks like it's getting so desperate, Nintendo is, that it's just copying other companies' ideas. This may not be true. I really don't know, but this is just an idea I came up with. So yeah, I really wasn't interested in the Wii U, so I didn't even spend time to look it up. But so sorry about me being lazy, but basically, as you can see, the Wii U kind of looks like a copycat from like a casual perspective, and the 3DS just looks like it's going down in comparison. Now, the last thing I talk about before I really start going into rage and talking about how awesome this game is that how Nintendo, it looks like, is getting to the point where they're just banking off of its past successes, so it knows it can take risk, and it still has enough money from like the Wii and the Nintendo DS Lite so that it can make a few mistakes. Now, there's nothing wrong with that because everybody has to get risky, but so far the risks that they've taken aren't looking very appealing, and it's not working out that great. So, really, that's kind of like a really brief look into how Nintendo may be failing. But, like I said, don't take my word on any of this. I really was just having fun. I didn't think I'd have as much fun as I am with this. But, yeah, I think y'all get the main point. If y'all want me to do a dual commentary, please leave a comment on that, even though we probably will anyways. But now I'm going to talk about how cool Rage is in games that aren't Call of Duty. No offense on Call of Duty, but I just needed a personal little break. Right now, I kind of stopped playing Rage only because I really want to play Battlefield 3, and until I do, no game will satisfy my thirst for shooting people.
This is a pretty good non-multiplayer
shooter. It doesn't have multiplayer, and I know a lot of people complain about that, but I don't know. Whenever you're in the city and stuff, it's kind of boring. But the actual game is really nice, and I really love playing it. It only sucks because once I beat the story mode, I know I'm just gonna be kind of like bored. But the game as itself is like, if you like this, let me know, because I wanted to let out the action sequences first, so you get an idea what Rage is, and then show you like stuff like gambling and the card games and like the futuristic version of like games and just all that stuff. So tell me if you like the basic concept of Rage, because this is really the basic stuff, and getting down to how the people talk and how they move when they talk to you, and like all the races. I really think I'm just gonna post a lot of races from at one point that I do in this game. But guys, this has been really fun, and I hope if you are thinking about getting Rage, go for it. I'm personally, if I were you though, I may wait for it to get a little bit down in price. I haven't put too much time into it, but I know like I definitely will get distracted, and once I get Battlefield 3, I'll play that a lot more than Rage. So it probably wasn't worth $60 to me, but whatever. So guys, that's basically my video, and I've had a great time. If you're wondering why it ends so short, this was a job, and it was just for me to find the missing person, and I did. So thank you for watching the videos. Thank you, brother, for allowing me to use your Dazzle. I'm SneakCruiser, and this has been a fun video to make. Alright guys, I'll see you later, and I don't know what else to say. Bye.